Hi guys, this is Cindy, and I'm here just to tell you about my TV project from last night. It was going through a bunch of magazines I've had stacked up, been putting it off, going through them, and just got busy looking because for the January Just Junk Journal Challenge I'm doing, where you can only make a journal out of junk. You know, I picked the Clue game box to make a journal out of. So my theme is detectives, right? Mysteries. You can't really find a lot of pictures, you know, like flowers don't work, butterflies don't work, that sort of thing. So I was just going through a bunch of magazines. Well, I got lucky and I found a magnifying glass and some keys, and it says act like a detective, so I can use those. I also found an old-timey car that I can use because the Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys books originally started, what, in the 40s or 30s or something like that. So anyway, found those, and then, you know, as I go through looking for stuff like that, I find other things I can use, like, see this mirror? It's got that room, it's kind of distorted. I thought that might be fun in a haunted house journal. And the same way with this old lamp, it could be a whole page since it's so big. And then I found these gates. Don't those look creepy? So anyway, just stuff like that. So that's going to go in my Halloween journal. I found, even though I'm not planning on doing one on copy, I just like the images, so you never know. And some other ones I found. Like, I found these little motif looking things. Those would be cute just in collaging. I have a postcard that, you know, part of it can be gessoed over on the back, and, you know, you can either keep these pictures or do something else. Then these rugs, I just like those. So anyway, the main thing, and I did find, let me talk about this. There was a whole article on how obituaries are starting to be kind of funny. So since I do obits a lot for the Genealogy Society, I kept that, and here's some genealogy stuff. So, I mean, it was in like I know what magazine it was in. It was in a Saturday Night Post. Is that what it's called? The one that did Norma Rockwell? Because the issue I had was like a 100th anniversary of the Norma Rockwell, so I had a lot of his pictures that I took out, and I found that. Then I found this little joke on obit, so I got to read it to you real quick. When Olaf died, his wife Olga went to the local newspaper and paid $1 for an obituary. She told the editor to put in the paper, Olaf died. But when the editor told her she could have 5 words for $1, Olga replied, Olaf died, boat for sale. So anyway, it kind of went with the other article. I thought that was funny. So maybe you just have to be an obit person to know, to appreciate it. But anyway, but the main thing I was doing, and this is what I really started this video for, is to show you these pockets I made out of these really pretty pages. And they have, I mean, it's pages like this. It's like, how can you throw that away? You know, it's glossy, it's shiny, you know, it's kind of flimsy, so it doesn't make the best pages for your journals. Or doesn't, you know, the pictures are too big, really, but, you know, I just hate to throw them away. So I just try different things all the time. And then I was doing this last night, making these pockets, and Gail calls them Crafty Irina pockets. And if you haven't ever seen one of Crafty Irina's YouTube videos, you must go check them out. So, see, look, see that one's just gorgeous. And even the writing here, I could make it a little smaller, but I like the contrast. It helps, you know, the colors not blend in so much. You'll see some more like that. See, that one caught that flower pretty, and that one looks great. This is, I think, my favorite one. And then the purple, decided to go a different direction. So like these two, they're really a lot of the same. So that line of text there just kind of helps separate them. I hope I'm being on camera. That one turned out real pretty. So what I can do is I can either glue these, because, you know, I haven't done that yet, or sew. And I think I'm going to try to sew them, but they are kind of flimsy because they are newspaper magazine pages, but we'll try it anyway. So anyway, that's what I was doing, and this is just part of the ones I made. And I had one too. Yeah. It wasn't even, it was like a big advertisement for a rug, and I thought, oh, that's pretty, so that could go in a fall journal. So anyway, setting those aside over here, but I thought I would show you real quick how to make them. Now, obviously, this is not my original idea. I saw Gail making some the other day, and that kind of helped remind me. And she gives credit to Crafty Irina, so that's who we'll say made them. Anyway, this page is pretty because it's got that on that side and it's got something really pretty on the other side. So we're going to see what it turns out. Sometimes you just don't know until you try it. So I'm going to sit down for this and I will try to stay in frame. I've got all of this stuff on top of my Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys journals. So you can see most of that. I got that tripod leg is in the way. I've got to redo all that stuff. But anyway. Okay, so what you do is fold the page in quarters, so in half. And it's kind of slick, so it's kind of hard to grab onto it. In half and then in half again. And it doesn't matter what size page. You know, obviously, the bigger the paper, the bigger the pocket. Now you have to think, what's going to be on my front? Now see, this one, the picture's upside down, and this one's kind of plain. So you open it up and see, what do I got here? Now that would be gorgeous on the front. Now, if that was upside down, of course, I could redo it and fold it so this was on the front. So you're just going to have to work with it and see which one you like best. And since this one is pretty, the pocket's going to go, I can't fold it obviously because here's a fold here. So this is going to be a reverse pocket, which is fine because I normally tend to do them all this direction and I need some of my journals going the other way. So anyway, once you decide that, fold it back out. And this corner, grab that corner, you're going to fold it to the center and just make it a little triangle. And it's going to look like that. Now, this one, depending, you could just leave it like that. If you like that, you can just glue it or sew it that way. Now, you also have stuff back here that you have to kind of deal with. So normally if we were doing book pages, we'd just fold this one down. So this is the one we're going to try to fold down. So just grab it and just fold it not quite as far as the first one. See, that gives you that contrast there. Now you can say, okay, I really like those three. Or since I'm lucky this time, I have color back behind, I can say, no, I want that green to show up. And I think that's what I'm going to say. So then I could say, all right, I can have an extra pocket, 1, 2, 3, 4, or I can fold this one completely back and hide it. And I really kind of think I like the black, but I think I want it smaller. So let's try that and see. Yeah, maybe it's not quite squared off. Or not, wasn't even. Okay, yeah, so that's not bad. And I hope all of that was on frame. So anyway, there it is. And you can glue it all down, like I said, or you can sew it. So anyway, that's what I was doing last night, was going through magazines, looking for stuff mainly for the clue books or journals. And then we just found some other things. So I found quite a bit more. I just didn't show you, but like the coffee stuff, I like those pictures. I don't drink coffee. I'll probably never do a coffee journal, but you never know. I like the staircase. This was, oh, cactus, and more cactus. So anyway, you just never know what you're going to find. So anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.